In this video, you're going to see a young boy and his mother making dumplings. It's an everyday, meaningful activity that the mom is using as a backdrop to work on some other foundational skills that are going to help her son to further develop his mind. They've engaged in RDI for a little over a year, and during this time, the mother has developed wonderful competency in mindfully guiding her son to address the developmental foundations that were a little bit weak in order to further help support his growth and development and ultimately his dynamic intelligence. Dynamic intelligence is required for long-term quality of life in order to experience meaningful employment, mental health and well-being, independence, wonderful relationships, and so on. So in this exercise, Mom is using a side-by-side guiding approach to help her son to develop the ability to coordinate his actions with his mother's actions. So what you'll notice is that the boy uses his gaze shifting to continually monitor his actions in relationship to her actions, and he's trying to match those. You'll also notice his motivation to want to learn from her, and that wasn't always the case. Initially, children often have difficulty in seeing the payoff to being a motivated and willing apprentice, because they don't understand that there is great benefit to developing a stronger sense of self and who they are, their ability to influence their worlds, their own personal growth, and their interpersonal social relationships. Through the relationship and through experiences, children develop their minds and a sense of who they are. This mom knows how to carefully guide her son by intentionally and deliberately taking action in a slow manner that will allow her son to competently match her actions. She's also learning how to incorporate out loud thinking as she engages with him, so that he can begin to start to identify with the thoughts that she uses behind the actions that she takes. This is called identification, and it is a developmental stage in moving from imitation, where children as infants will rotely imitate others' actions, to identification, which is where they become more invested in understanding the thought behind the actions that people take. Mom knows how to incorporate one of her other goals, which is also exploring and experimenting, as she shows him subtle ways that he can modify the way that he is making the dumplings. And this helps him with flexible thinking and considering new ways and being more flexible. Exploring options and experimenting with those options to find best fit solutions is a foundation for effective problem solving. Problem solving isn't about getting the answer right or wrong. It is about being okay with the uncertainty and knowing that even if you don't know, you can figure it out. And you can explore options, maybe from your own prior experiences that you may draw on, or from the expert guidance of others. There's some distractions in the home, and the beautiful thing about this is while another family member is beside them in the kitchen, they're off camera, this isn't a distraction for this child. In the beginning of RDI, we needed to be mindful of those types of distractions, whether it was the TV on or more preferred activities within the vicinity of the child, because those things would easily distract him. But no longer, now that he is a motivated and a resilient apprentice, he is able to maintain his attention and focus despite other things in the environment, background noises and other distractions. He's quite proud of himself. This is the first time that he's ever made dumplings before. And we're going to see him start to explore new ways himself to create dumplings. And when he does, oh, here we see him gazing at their work products, and he's taking it in, and he's feeling a level of satisfaction. Mom keeps things light and playful, and she knows how to help him to become desensitized to making mistakes. She has the mindset that she shares with him on a regular basis, which is mistakes are how we learn and they're to be expected.
好，这次我们换一种方法啊，看仔细了。第一步还是一样的，是捏住中间。第二步呢，有一点不一样了，我们看啊，我们把它给这样，这样，
He's thinking of new ways to make the dumpling, and here he shows his father the funny style of the dumpling that he's created. So he's starting to demonstrate the function of perspective sharing, and that he initiated for joint attention to see what his father thought about his dumpling, and did he think it was funny as well. And he also shares this with his mother. She gives him some nonverbal positive reinforcement with a thumbs up, and he's ready to go.